Welcome back to Okay React. I'm back with another trending topic in Nigeria. So, on this trending video, Kenneth Okonkwo don't come out, don't remind Edo people, say Edo no be Lagos. So, but it be like saying that for only for mouth. Kenneth Okonkwo don't yarn serious talk about Edo people and the way then they handle election matter. For this video, you go see all the things you need to know about this topic now. Wetin Kenneth Okonkwo talk, the wahala wey e don cause and how Edo pipo dey take response. So Edo, una truly dey change the game or na just slogan be that? So make we yarn the full gist. So no forget to like this video so that YouTube will recommend it to others. Subscribe to our channel if you are new to this channel. Then turn on the notification bell so that you never miss any of our updates. Drop your thoughts on the comment section below.
React to the alarming situation in Edo State, where thugs and non-state actors are intimidating plaintiffs at the election tribunal, while the police do nothing.
You see why I'm always shouting about rule of law? Rule of law is very, very important. The principle that says every action shall be done in accordance with the law. I was alarmed when the gubernatorial candidate, one Ajaka, who contested to be governor in Kogi State, right there in Supreme Court, himself and his supporters were molested. Some of them, they even stoned him right there in the Supreme Court, even after judgment. The security agencies must realize that they swore to uphold the Constitution, and they must realize our politicians come and go, but they are civil servants. The way they act as if they are providing cover for the ruling party. What is happening in Edo State is very, very concerning and unfortunate. We must learn to respect the institution of the court. The court is a hallowed ground. When we were young, even when we go to the court on Sunday when nobody is there, we're scared to go into the court. Even if it is with a thatched roof. But now, we're throwing decorum to the air. Security agencies must live up to their job. You see, Edo's issue is a testimony of where we are now in our electoral jurisprudence. First of all, the electoral governance in this country under Professor Mahmoud Yakub has become the worst in the history of Nigeria. What happened in Edo State? Despite the fact that everybody was warning that there are some entrenched interests that have their own relatives as appointees of INEC, what a responsive, independent, autonomous agency would have done was to remove those people that are obvious relatives to people that have vested interest in the outcome of the case. No, but they didn't do it. They allowed them to go into the election. And after, we saw how mutilated results. We saw how results were even artificially delayed and after manufactured to be fed into the IRF portal. One non-governmental organization, Athena Insights, by Osita Chidoka, he said even the back end of Beavers has been tampered with. That anybody who, after seeing what happened in those states, say he wants to go and contest election under this atmosphere is mad. Meaning our electoral system is dead. He said any court, according to their findings, that see all these things and do nothing, then something is wrong somewhere. Then again, you saw how the plaintiffs or the complainants or the petitioners, In that case, after the election, they had to go into protest to even receive the documents from INEC. Meanwhile, the law is clear that after the election, any person who wants to have a copy of whatever happened, that INEC must give them all. Yet, then now they are in court. People are being intimidated. Whether it is the ruling party that is being intimidated or the PDP, it is the duty of the security agencies to apprehend those people and bring them to justice. So we are gradually getting to a point where the electoral administration is ineffective and the judicial adjudication is jaundiced. If we're not careful, then we are actually trying to use our own hands to destroy the Fourth Republic. Because anything outside the sovereign will of the people being recognized and given effect to during elections is not democracy. Democracy is the government instituted by elections. People express their sovereignty through elections, electing their leaders. Election is the first pillar of democracy. Without election, there is no democracy. Or there cannot be democracy without election. So sitting down and writing results and then frustrating people from seeking justice from the court is the clear respite for electoral disaster and the termination of our democracy. If democracy is terminated, it will not pay anybody any good. So the people must also rise up and stop being docile. I thought they were saying Edo no be Lagos. Now wow. Edo don't become Lagos. So Edo is now in the pocket of Lagos. So if Edo people know how to turn back the person they turn back and root at the back of the person, Edo no be Lagos, they should live up to the true meaning of that.
So, what are the implications for democracy, and what actions should the president do?
First and foremost, it is really very disheartening that people should be calling the president to come and do something in a democracy, because the president is a partisan politician. So if you're calling him to come in to help you, especially when you're in the opposition, can't you see how faulty your mental reasoning is? Is it the president that assured them he was going to give them a do before even election? Is it the person you want to rely on to come and help you? That means digging your collective political grave. I've said it. The way forward in a democracy is that the opposition must rise up and be united, including members of the ruling party. In South Korea, when the president of South Korea declared martial law, his own party joined the opposition to take him out because he became a threat to democracy. Any president who does anything whatsoever to manipulate election, he's a felon. He is a man who is the person actually that is rigging election. In other words, he is the president that is embarking on a civilian coup to bring about a government in a way not anticipated or stipulated by the constitution, to bring a group of people to govern Nigeria or any part of it not in accordance with the constitution. Do you think a president cannot be a treasonable felon? No. It's happening in South Korea now. So any president that brings himself out to help any agency to rig election, the people must rise up and enforce the law against that president. That is the only way democracy can survive. Eternal vigilance is the price we have to pay for being in a democracy. It is foolishness on the part of the opposition to be calling on the president to come and help you. The president that is a partisan hawk, the president that is a member of a political party, the president that has assured his followers he was going to deliver a dough to them, then you're calling him to come and help you. You will be there forever. Power is not given. The president himself told all of us that power is not served a la carte. You snatch it. Fight for it. You grab it. You run away with it. What would the opposition do? Good. They have to organize themselves that when the president and his people want to come and snatch their victory, they will finish them there. There is no other way out. The law gives you the power to liquidate any person that wants to carry a queue in Nigeria. And rigging election is one of the queues. So people rise up to enforce the law on anybody, including the president. During the regime of Buhari, what did Buhari say? Anybody caught carrying ballots or snatching ballot box, the person should be wasted. That was what Buhari said. So what are you? And Festus Keyamo then came out to defend it. Buhari was not saying it as the president, no, because he was also a candidate. He was saying it as the citizen of Nigeria. Time has come when the people will rise up. Stop looking up to the president. He is a partisan politician. He has his own party. His loyalty is to his party. Organize yourselves and enforce the law on everybody, including the president. The members of the party of the president, they want to support him, to help him rig election, to help him snatch power, to help him run away with it. One day you will disagree with him. Is it not Senator Alindume that said Tinubu's government is the government of the worst of us and the government of desperate thieves? That's Senator Alindume, the chief whip. Says it's the government of kakistocrats and kleptocrats. So time will come when they will be snatching your own powers in the primary election. All you that are opposing the president, be rest assured, because it happened in Obasanjo's regime. I saw it. Gali Naba, the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, he opposed Obasanjo, the same party. When the election came, they made sure that they did not even give him ticket at the primary. So this is the time for all of us to come together as citizens of Nigeria to enforce the laws of Nigeria, including electoral laws, on everybody, including the president. If the president rigs election, Oshomole was the one who launched one man, one vote. Look at what's happening in Edo State. Even by the launcher of one man, one vote. We must go back to that philosophy that we should be governed by the will of the people, which is elections, free, fair, credible, periodic, and verifiable election. That's the only way out.
What's your reaction to Aburi's recent appeal court victory affirming him as Labour Party chairman?
First and foremost, the courts did not affirm any victory or grant any victory to Aburi. The court said they don't have jurisdiction to entertain the matter. That's all. So when Abure and his cohorts are saying the court has affirmed the leadership of Abure, no, something is wrong somewhere. Something is wrong with the electoral jurisprudence. Something is wrong with the Abure and his cohorts. Now, let me tell you, legally speaking, jurisdiction is the power of the court to determine a matter. So the court does not have jurisdiction, then the matter is dead. Any judgment that comes out of the matter, no matter how articulate by the judge, is a nullity. It goes to no issue. That is what jurisdiction is talking about. It is fundamental. So when a court say, no, this case came to this court, and this court has no jurisdiction to entertain it, it means the case is dead like dodo. Abure was the one who went to court. So what it means is that his case going to court is dead like dodo. So Abure did not get any victory, and they know it. But here is the abracadabra. The Court of Appeal now, strangely though, said they are importing another case, which they settled in 2024, November. And they are importing it to replace the case before them. And that the judgment of that imported case is now going to be used to replace the judgment that is before them. That is illegal. That is unknown to law. You do not import another case and use it to replace a case that is not existing. In other words, you can't put something on nothing and expect it to stand. You courts, you have already said this case is nothing, because that's what jurisdiction means. Then you cannot say you are importing another case to put on that case you have said is nothing and expect it to stand. No, it will collapse. 0/1 or 0/any number is 0. 1/0 or any number over 0 is still 0 or infinity. So the Court of Appeal did a kind of judicial abracadabra by saying that the judgment that they gave on so and so day stands. Let me now tell you the abracadabra. If that judgment which they say they gave in 2024 is similar to this case, what it means is that if they don't have jurisdiction in this case, then they will not have jurisdiction in that case if they are the same, if they are similar. Isn't it funny? How can you say you don't have jurisdiction in this one? Because you said when it comes to the leadership of a political party, the court does not have jurisdiction. And then you said you tried the leadership of this political party in this other case. Why would you now go to that other case and have jurisdiction if you don't have jurisdiction in this present one? So it means that they are not similar. Because if they are similar, then the same judgment on this will go to that. So that's one abracadabra. That is one contradictory statement. Then the second contradictory statement is that in law, you do not import another case to substitute a case before you. You rather apply the legal principle in that other case to the case before you if they are of similar facts. Because they are made up of different parties. So there's no way you can come and say, I am using a Bisheni's case to come and give Nenadi as the judgment for Nenadi. That is ridiculous. Indeed, it is very ridiculous. The leadership case that they handled before was a Chief Ebiseni case. How can you come to a Senator Nenadi's case and tell Senator Nenadi that the judgment I gave in Ebiseni is now your judgment? Nenadi will say, no, sorry, I am not Ebiseni. I came with my own case. So since you have said that Abure does not have jurisdiction, Abure's tenure is over. So it is another abracadabra that a court of appeal is saying the judgment they had in another case is now the judgment they are maintaining in a case where they don't have jurisdiction. So it's contradictory. The court of appeal cannot approbate and reprobate. No. So as it stands now, Abure has lost because he went to court and court told him, we don't have jurisdiction to entertain your case. So what is the situation? The situation is that the Labour Party, through its neck, had appointed a caretaker committee when INEC itself, the supervisory agency to political parties, indicated that Abure's regime is over because he did not organize any convention known to law. The Chief Ebiseni's case has nothing to do with the convention. Chief Ebiseni's case was talking about the gubernatorial struggle between candidates in Ondo State. So about the leadership of Labour Party, the court has said that Abure went to court when the court does not have jurisdiction. So his case is a nullity. So what happened now is that the decision of INEC that the regime of Abure has ended stands because that is what took Abure to court. When Abure went to court, the caretaker committee was not even established then. They came in along the line, and that's why they came in by joinder. So what it means is that the proclamation by INEC that Abure's regime is over stands. There is no court that has nullified it, because that's what, and the reason Abure went to court, and the court say we don't have jurisdiction. So the Labour Party can pick up its pieces, but they have to be wary, because when courts start giving certain judgment, it will now become the hand of Esau and the voice of Jacob. I have said it before that the Labour Party under Abure has become a housemaid to APC. It could be that there was a phone call from the corrupt table of APC that is trying to corrupt everything and trying to ensure that an Abure is maintained as the chairman of Labour Party to make the party unviable for any election. Labour Party under Abure is dead, like I said before, and will continue to die. You know, artificial human beings die many times before their death. It's only natural human beings that die once. So, Labour Party has the opportunity to utilize this particular axis The court has said they don't have jurisdiction. Ebiseni's case is settled. Ondo gubernatorial election has come and gone. So this case has nothing to do with the case of Ebiseni. So what the Court of Appeal should do is either to, on their own, suo motu, repent, and exorcise that judgment that has nothing to do with their ruling and with their judgment, that they don't have jurisdiction. You don't have jurisdiction, you don't have jurisdiction. The case is dead. It's a nullity. Then let us move on with our lives. So Senator Nenad Usman, in my own opinion, remains the caretaker chairman of Labour Party. She should be allowed to come in, organize the ward, local government, state congresses, and then we'll organize our national convention and choose our national executives. Abure's regime is over. But you see, I even like what is going on in court. You know why? So that politicians will begin to learn that even if the Supreme Court gives an order and say you are the chairman and the people say they don't want you, your chairmanship is not viable. It will still end in shame. Politicians should learn that democracy is a system of government that flourishes within the concept of acceptance authority, not a formal authority. If people do not accept you as their leader in a democracy, resign and go. Your tenure is over. Abure's tenure is over because nobody in Labour Party accepts him as national chairman. So irrespective of the decision of the court, he should just go. Life does not end there. So Abure's tenure regime is over. And I'm saying this with or without court order, with or without decision of the court, because democracy is the government of the people. So if the members of Labour Party say, Abure, your tenure is over, and he wants to lord himself over using APC power, using judicial power, he will still go in disgrace and in shame. So, Labour Party, as far as I'm concerned, that judgment is in favor of Labour Party, in favor of the caretaker committee, and in favor of the progressives in Labour Party.